we're back. Welcome back to MongoDB TV, live here in New York City at the Javits Center, MongoDB.local. We have another amazing guest. We have Peder Ulander here, the Chief Marketing Officer at MongoDB.
Hey, Jesse.
Welcome. How are you? Good to see you. And you brought us a special guest. Who do you want to introduce?
Absolutely. I'm happy to. They challenged me. I had to phone a friend, and I don't have that many. But I figured the best friend to bring was going to be one of our partners of the year. This is Steve Norban. He runs, you run a whole bunch of different things over at Google. Why don't you talk a little bit about...
Couple things. Yeah. Thanks for having me, Peter. Jesse, Thanks for having me. Yep, Steve Norban. I look after the ISV ecosystem, so I run all of the partnerships with tech and business application companies, data providers at Google Cloud, as well as the marketplace business. And I also look after our migration programs.
Nice. So tell us a little bit about that. How did you get into that, and how are we collaborating with MongoDB in that aspect?
Yeah, so look, from the very beginning of MongoDB, we knew that if we were going to help our customers transform and modernize their application estate, we weren't going to be able to do it on our own.
Yeah.
We have hundreds of different technology services, from compute, networking, storage, analytics, AI. But, customers have a large appetite when they're transforming, and they need lots of different tools to help them do that. And we're partnering with companies like MongoDB to meet customers where they are, so that they can continue to use the tools that they love. And one of the my favorite things about the partnership with Mongo is we share a love and an affinity to help make developers' lives easier. And when we look at the millions of developers that use MongoDB and the thousands of customers that we have together who are using MongoDB on GCP, and kind of our passion to integrate our products to make developers' lives easier, it's been an amazing ride.
I think, and obviously I wasn't here at the time, but 8 years ago, we made the journey into the cloud, going from on-prem Enterprise Advanced to the Atlas solution. And the big part of that Atlas piece was we weren't just going to take and lift and shift a database offering and make it in the cloud and call it a day.
Right.
We recognized that, the advantage of moving into the hyperscalers gave access to all of the other technology, services, and capabilities that customers needed to scale securely, safely, and meet their customer demands. Working with Google this is a multi-year engagement we've had with Google Cloud. We're able to take advantage of all of the innovation they're doing on the Gen AI front, both with Vertex, with Gemini. Just this week is some of the things we're talking about. What that does is it brings so much more functionality and capability to what Mongo can deliver. I think, in many cases, given the love that developers have for the MongoDB platform, we're able to bring the developers into the Google ecosystem.
Yeah.
And it just becomes one of those, really good opportunities for us to move together, customers, Google, Mongo, to really kind of change the world.
I love that mindset. Is we're not just talking about customers here, we're talking about developers. And when we focus on the developers, making the developers' lives easier, that is really where you gain the ground share and really make a difference. Because when a developer really is able to use a tool and use it effectively and easily, that makes the whole world of difference, doesn't it?
But I think, going even to that next level, especially around developers, when you think about what Google is doing with Vertex, how they're the code assist they're doing with Gemini, the investments they're making in the ecosystem, all of these things are about enabling developers to move faster and create really cool things. And I think the stuff you all have been kind of leading the charge with is really just kind of setting us up for the scale that we're seeing in a lot of our customers, because of the fact that they're letting developers define where they're going next.
Yeah.
Together, we're able to bring them all of the tools and capabilities and to leverage the AI innovations that Google's keep bringing to market.
That's right. I'd say there's really three good examples that illustrate that. The first is we have a platform called the Gemini Code Assist.
Yes.
So developers who are using Google Cloud services right in their console, they have an LLM that they can interact with to help them write their code. And again, we knew that it just being proficient in our services was going to be insufficient to help the developer in all the ways that they wanted help. So we partnered with Mongo and used a lot of the MongoDB knowledge base and tools to train the Gemini Code Assist, so that when developers want to know, while they're using Google, how to write this query in MongoDB Atlas, for example, they can write a natural language query to do that, and it's just a better together story. Another example is the integrations we're doing with Vertex AI extension. So Vertex is our platform that developers can use to take any foundational LLM. We have more than 130 of them in our model garden, and tweak and tune them for their own purposes. And MongoDB has built an extension so that MongoDB databases can be used as a data source as they're doing that again, so that we can just meet customers where they are. So that's just a couple of examples of some of the awesome things we're doing together.
Yeah, that's one of the main use cases, using MongoDB as the memory for the AI application.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly. Amazing. All right. Well, this is a quick lightning round session. Really appreciate you joining. Any last words that you want to call to action for our viewers?
Yeah, just keep pushing us to do better for you, and we share a passion to make developers happy. So
I think the other part is, come join us on the playground. All of these tools and capabilities. I mean, it's just that's what's going to spark the innovation and the opportunity. So, come along for the ride.
Innovation, it's a group activity.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yes.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank you,
we're going to be back soon with another amazing interview right after this break.